The main thing about playing pool is to move the cue ball around so you will be able to shoot the next ball and run the table, so to speak.
Meet Sacramento's Ted Edo, World War II combat veteran, retired civil servant, and nationally recognized pool player. He's been playing the game for more than 75 years. He's never been a hustler, but in his day, there were a lot of people who wanted to beat him.
I've always known about Ted Edo ever since I was around 18. He was like a legend in this town.
He's a competitor, he's a gentleman.
I met a few of the great players that used to play against him, and they had a lot of respect for him.
Ted's love of the game started during World War II. Ted's family, along with thousands of other Japanese Americans, were sent to internment camps. His family went to Grenada, Colorado. Ted got a job driving a coal truck. One day, he was waiting at the depot for his truck to be loaded.
I went across the railroad tracks to this pool room, and I was fascinated by how they were shooting the ball and making the balls in the pocket one after another like it was nothing. I would try to play and practice exactly what they were doing.
Very quickly, Ted caught on to the physics and the strategy of the game. As a young man in the internment camp, pool taught him discipline and control. Then in 1944, Ted got inducted into the famed 442nd Regimental Combat Team. He fought in France and Italy for a year and a half.
I was very fortunate to come home without a scratch, whereas my comrades, some of them right beside me, were hit and died, and I always thought that it could have been me if I was on his side and he was on this left side.
After the war, Ted and his father operated their own pool hall in downtown Sacramento. It wasn't long before he was holding court.
There were many, many people coming from out of town just to play me. In about all cases, I won from all those people that came from like Oakland, San Francisco, Los Angeles.
He's a very gentleman and a very nice person, but when it comes to pool, he killed.
If you're playing a slightly better, he doesn't give up. He'll just keep going into it until he can overcome you. So.
He's got a very vindictive laugh when you're playing him.
Ted went on to compete in big national tournaments in places like New York, Chicago, Louisiana, and Mississippi.
It was very interesting because I got to know all the top players in the country: Nick Varner, Buddy Hall, Jimmy Rempe. In fact, Steve Miserak had a senior tour, so I went to that tour for a number of times.
When he walked into the practice room one day, he saw a guy playing, asked him if he could practice with him. The guy said, fine. Well, the guy had a shot where he was hooked by one ball and had to kick and hit another ball, which means you have to go off a rail or whatever and hit the ball. Well, the guy kicked the ball, made it, and he turned to Ted and he said, where I come from, we call that an Ito, not knowing that the person that the shot was named after was the person that was sitting on the table with him.
Playing with Ted over the last 40 plus years, I've learned the mental aspects of the game and being disciplined. He has taught me how to play what they call a two-way shot, where you would either make the ball and leave yourself positioned, or you shoot the ball and you may not make it, but the cue ball is hidden from the next shot.
The Ted Edo story would not be possible without the first love of his life. Tack Edo has been Ted's wife and companion for more than 60 years. She's a volunteer at ACC Senior Services and Ted's biggest supporter.
But Tack always bears with me. She knows I like the game. When I tell her I'm going to come here to the jointed queue, she encourages me to go because she knows that I'm here. I'm not out someplace else lollygagging around.
At 92, Ted Edo is a pool player like no other. He's a warrior, an intellectual, and a cool-headed statesman for the game. This is Sacramento City Councilmember Schenirer. Thank you for watching.